Hi everyone! Do you find Black Myth Wukong story hard to follow? I am here to provide every bit of information you need to know to understand the story better. In this video, I will go through many key moments in the opening cutscene. More videos are coming as I am still slowly playing through the game. So make sure you subscribe if you want to learn more about the lore. The game is set in the world of the book Journey to the West. One key info here is that Wukong has already finished his journey to the west. That journey, to describe it simply, was to help Wukong's master Tang monk to overcome 81 trials and secure the scriptures from Xitian. Xitian is what gets translated as the West in Journey to the West, and it refers to a fictional version of, like, India and the nearby regions in the book. Tang monk actually shows up at the end of chapter 1 in the animation, so we will talk about him in the next video. As Wukong flies in, there are several giant figures blocking his way. The closer ones are the 4 heavenly kings, 四大天王. You can find their statues in Buddhist temples in real life. Starting from the left, they are holding a traditional instrument called peeps, a snake, a sword, and an umbrella. They each have their own abilities, and the Buddhists believe that they are the protectors of the world. The chunky boy in the back is the guardian of the river. The smaller guys with full armors are the army from the celestial court. Both are concepts from Taoism. Taoism is local to Chinese culture, while Buddhism is spread from the west of China. In the book, the author fused Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism together to create the world that Wukong lives in. As a result, you will see lots of terms and Guai, which is what the book calls monsters, from these different belief systems. So what is the Celestial Court? It is a place that is higher up than the human world. You can be born into it, you can practice Tao very hard, you can overcome incredibly dangerous trials and get invited to it. Even though the members in the court have cool powers and super long lifespan, they have to follow strict rules to not interfere with the human world. One important thing to note is that Wukong and the Celestial Court had mad beefs. We will cover all of them here in a sec. So Wukong is saying that he did exactly what he was told to do. His master Tang monk was safe, and they completed the 81 trials to get the scriptures. He didn't even want to do it in the first place, but he followed the orders because he had to. Now, he's finished, he just wants to retire and party with his monkey fam. But these higher-ups kept sending their minions to kill his monkeys. In the book, the Celestial Court did have a history of using Huaguo Mountain monkeys as a hostage to threaten Wukong, and that is their beef number 1. This white shirt guy is a famous fighter from the Celestial Court. In the book, everyone call him 二郎真君. His other common name is Yang Jian. In folktales, he is half human, half god, has 3 eyes, owns a loud pet dog, uses a fork, spear as a weapon, and cuts open a dang mountain to save his mother. Yeah, he's quite famous. A monkey with merit, a monkey was made Buddha once. So here he is talking about the reward Wukong gets after finishing the journey to the west. In the book, Wukong got the title Fighting God Buddha from Rulai, who is the creator of Buddhism. But it seems like in this game, Wukong declined the offer and went back to Huaguo Mountain. He bested Wukong before. Not entirely true, it was not a 1v1 fair fight. Here comes the beef number 2. The Celestial Court sent out 10,000 soldiers, some big chunk boys, to arrest Wukong and got wiped. Then, the white shirt dude joined and they fought for several days straight, until finally a high Taoist god dropped a brewing pot on Wukong's head and threw him off the rhythm. Combined with the rest of the crew, they were finally able to capture him. So yeah, it was not a fair fight. That doesn't count. You were one of the court. Funny you mentioned that. This is the beef number 3. Wukong got summoned and offered a job at the Celestial Court. It is true, this happened before he went on the journey to the west. But guess what the job title was? 弼马温, horse doctor, assistant. It is pretty much a made-up position to trap him in the courts so he cannot be a rascal elsewhere. Wukong was humiliated by this shit job and went back to Huaguo Mountain and named himself Qi Tian Da Shen, translates to the great sage, equal of heaven. The heaven here is referring to the celestial court. So why did Wukong think that he is equal to heaven? Well, let me explain. Wukong was born from a stone. Not just a regular stone. A stone sitting in the best feng shui spot in Huaguo Mountain for many, many years. After he was born, he became the monkey leader and had lots of fun for hundreds of years until he learned about death. In this world, only the enlightened ones can avoid death, so he set out to find a way to live forever. During this time, he learned to wear human clothes and speak human language as well. After many years of traveling, a powerful yet secretive Taoism teacher called Puti Laozu, Bo Ti, who actually showed up in the journal entry under Black Mountain Keeper. So Bo Ti took him in and gave him the name Sun Wukong. He learned how to use the nimbus cloud and 72 transformations from Bo Ti. Then after 20 years, he got kicked out by his teacher for showing off his cool moves to normies. Then he went to the underwater palace looking for an epic weapon, took their biggest magic stick from the Long King. Then he went to hell and forced the workers to remove his name from the death book. And they did because they're scared. So he can't die now. So yeah, I think the celestial court made a teeny mistake by giving him a fake job. Okay, so that pig is referring to Zhu Bajie, one of the 3 disciples of Tang monk during the journey to the west. The 3 disciples are Sun Wukong, Zhu Bajie, and Sha Wujing. Welcome you! That is bullshit. They tried countless times to kill Wukong, but couldn't. They had no choice. Here he goes, he cuts open the mountain again, just to prove he can. It's kinda his thing, I guess. So Wukong do have one weakness. Do you know what that is? Yes, it's the headband. It tightened around his head, meaning someone is yapping the cheat code spell to get him to obey the rules. At least that's what happened in the book. There are 3 beings in the world that know that spell. Rulai, the creator of the headbands. Guanyin, Rulai's colleague, got the headbands and learned the spell from Rulai, and Tang monk learned the spell from Guanyin, because if he didn't, ain't no way this monkey is gonna do what he says. Huh? At this point, we don't know who did the critical yap and caused him to fall. And no, he cannot take the headband off himself. He certainly tried. Interestingly, in the book, Wukong's headband disappeared after he accepted the merit. Kinda like a symbolism of letting go of your old self, your obsessions and such. I suppose in the game, Wukong is still fighting to be himself. Alright, that's everything you need to know for understanding the opening cutscene. In the next video, I'll talk about the Keeper, the Chapter 1 storyline, and the end of chapter animation. Make sure to subscribe. See you next time. Bye!